In a world where ordinary men can excel doing ordinary things, this man has single-handedly lowered the bar. From the scrambled mind that brought you Mad Madness and Beagle Rare comes this underwhelming Friday night special event. Matt Porter is the Blendigeddon 2 World Champion and the 2020 World's Top Whiskey Taster. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your glass and shake your ass for ADHD Whiskey Live.
Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey Live, everybody. Happy Friday night. It is Friday. It is my day. And not only is it my day, but it's your day as well. Sorry for the late, what do you call it? Well, I'm late, 10 minutes. That's not my fault, but it's still my fault. But also sorry for putting the stream thumbnail and stuff up late. Life is life. And sometimes you just have to, shit gets done a little bit later than you anticipate. And that's what happened today. We have a fun stream tonight planned. Why do I feel so weird? Something feels weird. I don't know. We'll get it all figured out, I'm sure. Let's see what we got. We got background music turned down. Who we got in chat already? We have Eric B. Hollander. It's Friday again. Eric B. says, Beth Porter, whoever that is in the chat. I had such withdrawal. I had to binge watch old videos till new stuff came out this week. I absolutely hate missing a live stream. Hit the thumbs up and show some love. Well, Mama, I'm glad you're feeling better, and I love you, and I'm happy you're here. Tim Romero's in the house. Hollywood Marine, good evening. I was wondering if we were having a live stream tonight. We are. We're having it. We're having it, dang it. Jason Watson is all up in the chat ski. What's going on? Skid Mark Steve. What's up, Skid Mark? Oh, boy. Freaking Kobe's in the house. What's up, Jason? Freaking Jason Kobe's in his house. Gaspa 911 is here. What's happening? Mississippi Buckeye. Cheers. Joe the Sample Guy. What's going on? Trevor, Ohio. Boom, boom, freaking boom. Bourbon Boss Man. The big Bourbon Boss Man himself is here. What's happening? WJ Reynolds. What's going on? Tracy Silly Yorkie. Cheers right back at you. Wait a second. Do we have a... What the heck's 3 Summers, Trevor in Ohio? What the heck is that? It's a pretty young whiskey, 3 Summers. Bunch stole 9 of your summers too. Friggin' bunch. What a friggin' bunch. Oh man. Because T's releasing some prior batches, let's hope for some 12 Summers. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know if those are still, if there are any of those left. I don't think that there are, to be honest. But then again, I don't know. I don't know what they put in their vault, in the slammer, as we like to call it. Need a few drinks. Got financially ruined today. I'll never recover. At least I got bottles. Damn, Skid Market sucks. Friggin' money. I wish everybody just had infinite money and infinite motivation. That'd be great. If we could all just have whatever we wanted and didn't need for nothing, but also we're motivated enough to keep on working and moving forward and stuff or whatever. Because, yeah. My 8-year-old always asks, why is money a thing? Why can't everything be free? And I'm like, kiddo, I'm not smart enough to answer that. but please still love me. Matt Kappa's in the house. What's going on? Tim Garcia Maduro. You're watching the first half of the big game. It was sort of on my phone. I wasn't paying too close attention to it. Actually, what happened was cooked dinner for the fam, air fried some ribeye. Pretty good. Actually, a ribeye and a New York strip. Sometimes I'll buy one of each. And then baked potatoes. And then we sat down as a family and watched Fear Factor with Johnny Knoxville. And it's the family show. And I mistakenly got up. And then I was told, this is the family show. And I was like, you're right. So we finished Fear Factor. That's why I'm late. Went out to get a Jefferson Reserve cask strength because of your award show. Cheers. Did you get it? And did you open it? And if you got it and you opened it, do you like it? And if you like it, how much? Enough to say you love it? Pretty good freaking deal, though. You got to admit. Did you try the BCA BK blend? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Is that... Nope. Ooh. Is that this one? Was that this one here? America. It must be because it says BCA 1. Kick her off with this, and then I have a blind sample in that we'll do a blind review to start things out with. Then I've got some Tennessee whiskey samples that I've been meaning to get to for a friggin' while. So we're going to get to those. Not all of them, because there's a whole friggin' buttload of them. But we're going to get to some of them. And I'll let you know what they are in a few minutes, and you tell me what I should taste first. But what is this? This was sent to me with my January bottles, and I don't know what's in here. So fill me in. Oh, and we got to talk about this too. We got to talk about that. My mouse. And the JT Mellick Rice Whiskey. Nice. Sweet Cindy's in the house. Cheers right back at you. When Carissa wants steak, Porter's going to be like, the steaks were done. But Fear Factor took a little bit longer. Cheers, everybody. Found a Luxtro double single barrel for $45. Pretty much half price. Been a long time, but I remember it being pretty good. So the double single barrel used to be a double single. Like, I think, isn't the new double single barrel a 4-grain? And the old double single barrel was like a 12-year? I'm pretty sure that the old one, the one that we had a few years back, was a 12-year offering. And then this one is like the 4-grain double single barrel, which I believe is not as good. Correct me if I'm wrong. Annie Norris, good evening right back at ya. Chris Norris, friggin' the Norris family up in the house. Friggin' Norrises. Sadly, still waiting on my January bottles. Yeah, friggin'. I can't imagine what the old, what do you call it? Logistics? Wow. My brain's on fire. I just came up with the word logistics pretty quickly. I did something today that I think will probably be one of the best decisions of my life. Jared Renfro, what's up? I made a decision that I'm taking an enormous chunk of my screen time out of my life, and screen time and ear time. I've been going through this thing for a few years where I'm listening to shit all day in my ear with a Bluetooth earbud, and I feel like I don't feel good. And I took it out today, and I realized how addicted to the friggin' phone I am, and I'm like, wow, that's a bad thing. When you when you take an earbud out of your ear and you're not listening to something or doing something on your phone or like walking around the house. Like wow. Hopefully that helps me get better because I'm feeling like crap lately. And I think that might be part of it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It can't hurt, right? It can't hurt. Anyway, this is the BCA 1, the Barrel King. There is a very cherry note on there. Also, I just ate a steak recently. So any spices I get may be in my mustache. Maybe not. Man, that smells really, really nice. Kind of has a steaky smell to it. That's gotta be, oh man, that's gotta be me. I have a very hard time. Listen, I gotta taste this and then maybe have some water or something. What is that? That is good. It's familiar. Why is it so familiar? I'm not describing how it tastes because I'm not sure if I will be describing the leftover spices in my mouth from the New York strip, or if that's because I'm tasting a lot of similar things, which it's very good, but I'll have to retaste it again for notes. But I need to have some water because that smelled and tasted too much like dinner. Where's my water? Here it is. Beefy. Yeah, it's friggin', not really beefy, but like kinda like yeah, weird. Cheers all. Love some Old Glory. Yeah, we got some Old Glory stuff, some Franklin Family Distiller stuff. Or wait, no, Franklin Distillery, King's Family Distillery. There's all sorts of shit Travis Robeson sent me. If it weren't for risky-related things, I wouldn't be on my phone much at all. I need to poor decisions. Hey, what's going on? Right there. What's happening? Nice to see you in the chat. I'll be tasting some of your stuff tonight. Yeah, it's been a problem for a long time. The whole like over consuming content, and I don't know. I feel like it's fried my brain. All right. So I have a blind sample in here. Hopefully it doesn't taste and smell like steak. I'm glad I tasted that Barrel King blend first, because had I scored a blind sample, if I dove into the blind sample first, it would have been bad news bears. Would have been bad because I wouldn't have known what I was tasting. So if this one smells and tastes exactly like that Barrel King, then I know that my dinner is lingering. All right, let's see here. This is focus. All right, I'm going to open my hand, and you guys should be able to read the label. No spoilers in chat. I grabbed one sample out of the 1 ounce Wednesday box and threw it in my You're on Mute coffee mug. And I don't know if you've been able to read it or not. If you have, no spoilers. If you haven't, then we'll find out together at the end. There we go. There, on the fridge. Trying the JT Milk 6 year for the first time as a pour of the night. There's a ton of oak on it. I haven't had that in a while, but I do remember it actually being much more bourbony than I remembered, or than I thought it would be for being a rice whiskey. You're looking ultra manly tonight. Thanks, Travis. Is it because I'm tasting your samples tonight? Some of them? Is that why I'm looking extra manly? Because I'm going to taste Tennessee whiskey. Knob Creek 25 year coming this year. And Old Granddad's 7-year cask strength. Old Granddad's 7-year cask strength. So that would be the high rye. It'd be like Booker's, except for the high rye mash bill from Jim Beam. That's cool. And Knob Creek 25, that's a badass. I can't wait. I can't wait. Just oak me up. Oak me up, Jim Beam. Turn me into a tree. Your cashier's check is in the mail. Oh, nice. The green hoodie, except Kohl's Cash. Kohl's Cash always expires before you can use it. Or you're like, oh, I'd like a new pair of shoes, and you can't use Kohl's Cash on it. And you're like, son of a patch. It's the worst. Brings out the redness in your eyebrows. That makes sense. That kind of makes sense. What is the score of the state game? Oh, yeah. Michigan State down by 16 points to start the second half. Yikes. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So whatever is in here, we're about to dig into. Then we're going to get into these Tennessee whiskeys. By the way, this has been of topic lately. Come on. Focus. Can we focus on that? Focus. That is the new Bardstown Bourbon Company, bottled in Bond labeling, and has people talking. It's the first bottle of anything from Bardstown that they've sent me in quite a long while. So I was surprised to get it, but we'll talk about it in a second. All right. The nose of this blind sample is light, kind of strawberry, kind of smells like a Jolly Rancher. Like a pink Jolly Rancher. Oh, wow. Yeah. I avoided the spice for a second, but then the spice came back. It doesn't smell like it's in my mustache. It must be, though. Like a pink starburst. A very sweet whiskey. Nothing that is yelling old. Nothing that's yelling young. But definitely something that's yelling sweet bourbon. Let's put it on the palate. Okay. That is nice. It is very oily and creamy for being what I assume is lower proof, especially compared to that Barrel King that I sampled at first. This BCA 1 batch. Probably put it at like 100 proof. It is seemingly really well put together. It's not brash in any sort of way. It's not bright or shiny or like harsh. It's not youthful, but it's not super oaky. This is an interesting pour. I'll be excited to see what this is. I'm gonna fight through that steak spice on my upper lip all night. Yeah, the nose is not the ticket. This could be something that is available on the shelf at a reasonable price that would be a great daily sipper, or it could be something extremely allocated and like just like a gentle allocation, something that is dreamy and soft and people love it because it's approachable. You know how like the Weller line is like that, where everyone's like, oh friggin', oh yeah, it's so yum and expensive. Kind of gives me that feeling. Like I think the word smooth would be fitting for this pour. It's really good. I'm gonna put it at, just blindly with a little bit of steak on my lip, 7.55. It's very good. I wouldn't say that it is approaching greatness, but it definitely deserves a very good score. And what is it? Whoa, okay. I don't get that at all. It's Old Forester 117 rum finish. It's 95 proof. It's from freaking Bill Kavanaugh, one of the goats, Bill Cav. I think that I am not trusting my nose enough right now because of what I've had for dinner, but when I go back to it and smell it again, you know what? Maybe I'm bad at picking up on rum finishes, because this is the second thing that I've had that I didn't pick up. The other one was the Hogback. The Hogback rye was a rum finished rye that I didn't pick up on the rum. But I feel like this is more concealed. Yeah, I mean, if somebody gave that to me and I drank it, and they said true or false, this was finished in a rum barrel, I would say false. Tonight, anyway. I don't know. We'll see how in tune I am with my palate as we move forward. I should probably taste something that is very familiar before I move forward. That'll give me an opportunity to understand if I'm tasting things correctly tonight or if I am definitely off. What should we try that is familiar? Ow, that was my knee. Oh, this stool is one lean away from being forever broken. This is Old Forester 1924. Let's have a little itty bitty sip to see if I'm picking up on the notes that I should be. It's like a heat check. When you feel like it's like when coaches love it when their basketball players are like 0 for 9 from the 3-point line. Been there before. And then you pull up again and you're like, heat check, just to see if you're as cold as you think. And then you brick another one and you're like, yeah, definitely not hitting any of these tonight. Okay, that definitely smells oaky and noise. Okay, well, strangely enough, on that one, my nose was more like right there. Then the palate, I wasn't picking up on as much oak as I typically do. By the way, the 1924, the 2026 release, I've seen hit stores around here, and I almost picked up a bottle. Oh, it's $169 though, and I do like it a lot. I do like the 1924 a lot, but that's so much money. So much money for a 10-year-old Forester. But I do like them. I have it in my cart at one of my local stores, semi-local, and I'm just waiting for it to go out of stock so I can be like, oh, dang, I missed it. But each and every day I'm itching more and more to pick it up. I think my palate's probably about 70%. That's just me being honest with myself, which is fine. Should be 115 to 125. Really? Is that real? Is that true? Old Forester 1924. I thought last year it was like 150. MSRP. Why in the hell does my computer do this? I can't stand this. We've talked about it before, and I've tried the things you guys mentioned, but I'm in Chrome. I'm using Chrome, and then I search, and it uses Yahoo search. I go into my settings, I change the preferred search back to Google, and then it switches back to Yahoo by itself. Don't know why, don't like it. You're the worst. Let's see. Don't even know if hey, I'm looking into purchasing a bottle of Old Forester 1924 bourbon, and I am not doing super great financially, but I'm wondering if I should buy it or not. You know, it's hard. What's the MSRP of Old Forester 1924? The heck? Not going to answer me? What's the MSRP of Old Forester 1924?
Checking the price on Old Forester 1924. The MSRP for Old Forester 1924 10-year-old bourbon is $119.99 for a 750 milliliter bottle. That's the official suggested.
What should I tell the store if they're trying to charge me $170 for it? Dang it. What should I tell the store owner if they're trying to charge me $170 for it?
Checking the latest price real quick.
What? Never mind. You know what? Shit's getting worse every single day. Me, I'm getting worse. AI's getting worse. My browser and switching to everything's getting worse. Paid $150 last week for it. $129 in Chicago. Today's economy. Yeah. I'll take 2, please. Wrong AI for the what you should tell. What? Very little malware out there today. It's more phishing and fake site scams. Remember this, Microsoft never wants to talk to you. That makes sense. 110, 119, 125. Okay. Yeah, you know what? It was 125, wasn't it? Last year. That makes sense. Should ask Jeeves. Reset your Chrome browser to default. I did. My Chrome browser set to default, and Google searches the same way. No, I did all the searching for viruses and malware and everything, and nothing. All right, so 170, forget about it. I'm not going to do it. You know what? Just made it easier for me. I thought that seemed kind of expensive. But then again, sometimes the same store that I got this thing. This old Yellowstone, age 10 year, for like $52 or something. And then I told Cameron, and Cameron's like, dude, that's like less than half price for that bottle. And I was like, sweet, I got it. Because I bought it because I saw 10 years and I saw $50, and I was like, that could be the best deal in bourbon. So I bought the bottle thinking of making that video. Like, this best deal, like, could this be the best deal in bourbon? A $50 10-year-old Kentucky and Indiana blend, I think. Yeah. Then turns out they just undercharged me for it. same store that tried to undercharge me and then overcharge me for the Boulder cask strength, which I went back and then I think I already told the story, but tried to purchase it again. And then they tried to charge me the wrong price again. It's just a friggin' disaster. But anyway, then I come to find out it's more expensive. Then I tried it and this is bad. Like, this isn't good at all. From what I remember, I'll have to taste it again, but I tasted it and I was like, what the hell is that? You can't just blend two things together and call it a day and charge $120. Like, you have to put a little bit of work into it. And it tasted like they didn't put any work into it. Personally. But I don't know. I'll have to revisit it. Maybe I'm wrong. So they're undercharging for that. They're overcharging for 1924. Unless you're Matt Bunch. Want some King's Family? All right, let's try some King's Family stuff. The Yellowstones you like, I feel like some of them weren't bad. The last one I have that I really liked was in the old bottle. This thing here was 2019 limited edition. Holy shit balls. That long ago? Really? Is the cork still good in here? It is. It's toit. What is this anyway? I remember liking this, and I remember just seeing it. What is this? 101 proof Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, 9 years. Huh. Wonder what... Oh, cork's leak. Wonder when the last time I opened this was. I don't know why I do that. Some people smell bottles and they're like, this smells like my garage. I don't know. Anyway, let's try some King's Family stuff. You did not care for the Yellowstone 10-year either. It tasted like off, like not. It tasted like it was just, I don't know, thrown together. Yellowstone 10-year whiskey of the year 2025, Cam. Cameron, I felt bad the other night when you were in my stream and I was giving whiskey of the year to Calumet 18 because I don't know, I felt like, so just a little. Cameron had the most expensive friggin' whiskey of the year flight ever created, and he didn't even name his stream that or his videos. Like, Cameron, you definitely should have clickbaited the shit out of those live streams and videos because it wasn't even a clickbait. It would have been true if you were like the most expensive whiskey of the year flight ever on YouTube. I think it would have been accurate. Jefferson Reserve cask strength is way better deal than Old Forester 1924 at 129. Yeah, the thing I like about the Old Forester 1924 though is that profile with that 10-year oak on it. The 10-year oak I love on the 100 proof. It's like I love that. The Jefferson Reserve cask strength to me is really, really damn good, but it's more of like a Stag Junior comp, like it's comparable to a Stag Junior, whereas that Old Forester 1924 to me is more like a Michter's 10 sort of deal. Like it's those, they're just in different categories as far as like what I'm looking for in a whiskey. Whiskey of the Year's GTS followed by Beacon. Beacon was so damn good. So good. See, Travis, I didn't like that. The way that they're doing the King of Kentucky small batch at 12-year. Listen, they don't ruin your label. Like the King of Kentucky label is so like prestigious and so like you don't need to like make a new worse version of it. Why do it? You don't need to do it. Just keep the King of, call like friggin', what's the Kentucky town that starts with P? Prince of friggin', Pluiesville or something. All right, we have so much stuff from Travis. Travis, what do we want to do here? We got Old Glory Pot Still 5-year. We got Old Glory Pot Still 6.5-year. Old Glory Pot Still 6.5-year, 126 proof. We have a bunch of Old Glory stuff here. Column Still 120 plus proof, 3.5-year. Should we do those, or should we get into some King's Family Distillery? Oh, that's American Light Whiskey. I don't want to get into that. King's Family Distillery. This is Franklin Distillery, 9-year, the Derby Barrel, 99.1 proof. The Old Glory stuff sounds fascinating. Old Glory Tennessee Bourbon, single barrel, 5-year, pot still, 120. All sorts. King's Family Distillery, Tennessee Standard Blended Whiskey, 991 MGP, 12%, 51. Jeez Louise. Travis, what should I open first, Travis? We're gonna taste through 5 of these. So tell me which one I should start with. King's first, they're here. Why not? Laugh aloud. Absolutely. Which one should I do first? King's is here, drink it. Old Dominic the whiskey. Roaming Man cask strength. We got all sorts of sit from Travis. Bluegrass Reserve, put that away. All right. King's and OG. All right, King's here. Let's do this one. That's 9-year. Let's go cheap, more expensive, most expensive. Let's do that. King's Family Distillery. Let's do this one. Start here. Travis is friggin' awesome. Travis is, oh man, just a phenomenal dude. Friggin' love Travis. Glasses. All right, this one first is King's Family Distillery, Tennessee standard blended whiskey, 99.1 MGP bourbon, so it's 99% corn. MGP bourbon, 12% 51 MGP rye, and 2% light whiskey. 80 proof, $60. We'll kick it off with a little something gentle, a little 80 proofer. This is reminding me of, just based off of the mash bill, the blend, my first NASA Family Reserve blend, which is a light whiskey, rye, and bourbon blend. All right, that's not what that smells like. Come on. I imagine this to be a pretty light nose, but let me warm it up a little bit. Switching glasses. There we go. I should have known immediately to switch glasses. Which remind me to smell my empty glasses before I pour. It smelled like paper towel. Which I didn't even dry that with paper towel. What's it smell like though? Yesterday I was bowling and my nose was like, I don't know if I have like some sort of like brain tumor. It's not a tumor, but like I was smelling weird shit all night. Came home, I was in bed with my wife, and what were we watching? Oh, we were watching the Free Bert show on Netflix. We were watching that in bed, and Bert was sitting at the bar with Rob Lowe, and they each had a drink, and I could physically smell the alcohol from their drinks. Like I could smell them drinking. And they're on TV. And that was weird. And I've heard that happen to other people before, but like not for me. But I was laying in bed and I'm like, was I drinking? No. And Carissa doesn't drink unless she's secretly drinking behind my back. Oh, what the hell's her problem? Anyway, I was hoping that sense of smell would carry through to today. Channel my inner friggin' superpower. This is very Grammy. And frosting. Like a graham cracker that you've put vanilla frosting on. Yep. Cake frosting. Huh. Smells really good. It's light. It's sweet. It's not sharp or bright. It's not dark and oaky either, but it's like this delicious, like a bakery, like a baked good. Like you went to a real cake maker instead of Walmart, and you were like, hey, can you make a cake better than Walmart? And then they're like, I'm friggin' Buddy the cake boss compared to like friggin' Billy the janitor who's making cakes at Walmart. Yeah. There's also a note of like, there's like a spice in it, but it's not like, it's almost leaning towards a carrot cake, but it's not quite there. It's like oh, damn it. It smells so good. And I'm not going to pull any punches just because King's Family Distillery is in chat. If they're still here, I call it like I sees it. Like, by the way, I fucking hate this label, even though they sent me the bottle for free. See, I just did it. And I love Bart's on Bourbon Company. I love them with all of my enlarged heart, but hate the label. Hated it since I opened an email from them for the press release, and I said, shit. Then I got the bottle and I said, double shit. But I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, this is fine. They will, if you've checked out the Wild Turkey labels throughout the years, Wild Turkey 101 has changed their label design over and over and over again. It just continually changes. And I'm guessing that this is just like a, I wouldn't be surprised if they kept the large branding of like what type of, like what bottle it is, rye, bottled and bond, high wheat, those. But I would imagine that they'll alter that quite a bit, and it probably won't take them very long. It just looks different, and not different in a good way. But I'm also not a graphic engineer, graphic designer, but I do have eyes, and that to me is a step backwards. But that's just because I love Bart's on Bourbon. If I kissed their ass and I was like, I friggin' love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm so happy that they're doing it, that they've done it. Then that would not help anybody. Wouldn't help them, wouldn't help me. It wouldn't help anybody. So call it like I sees it. Like, I feel like they could get rid of, a redesign. Obviously, they have all the glass because they have all the glass. But like, there's no etching on the bottle anymore, like they used to be on the back. And they have the in-house bottling, in-house etcher. But I mean, the whiskey's so beautiful in this bottle. If they could just etch on the back, so you're just looking through the glass at it, I think that'd look awesome. So you just see the whiskey, and then it could say bottled and bond on the back of the glass. Then you could just read it through the whiskey. Would look so cool. But this looks like it's, I don't know. I'm not a graphic designer, But I feel like there's too much dead space and it's just not, and I feel like they just cut it and then moved it. I don't know. I need to open it though, because I heard that they started using the heavy cork again, which would be badass. All right. Sorry for the delay. First one of the King's Family Distillery blended whiskey, Dumb Hatch. Really? That is awesome. Hold on. That has crazy mouthfeel. What is in that Ariel? Why not Papyrus? What's an Ariel? Should be 118 proof. That may have been my bad. Creating 1,224 labels for all your samples. Give me crap. I don't have a light down here anymore. I need to do that. Since I switched everything around, I don't have a light that's here. Come on. It says 80 proof. Come on. Focus. Travis. 100. It doesn't taste 118 proof though. That's weird. Where did I put it? I just put it somewhere. Is this it? Yeah. 118? Are you sure? If that's 118 proof, it's the easiest sipping 118 proof thing I've ever tasted in my life. But it is good. That is so oily and so mouth coating. It is viscous. It is creamy. It is sweet. It's not crazy complex. It's not like making me think a whole shit ton about what I'm tasting, but what it's doing and doing in a superior fashion is making me go, wow, the taste experience of that is phenomenal. That's lovely. That's a $60 bottle of whiskey. That is crazy. That's a crazy value. I am going to get me some of that if it's still a release that is gettable, because for $60 it is unforgettable. You can quote me on that. That's really damn good. So far, 1 for 1. So it has to be, there's 12% rye, 2% light whiskey. So that's what? 86% bourbon? The 99-1? I don't see any ages. Like, it's not young. That's just is really, really good. I like that a lot. Hold on. Ow, that was my knee. America. I just want to taste that Yellowstone 10-year release after that, because that Yellowstone is not even acceptable for, it is so harsh and so jagged and so like, if it were a gearbox, it would just be full of metal because nothing matches up. Nothing's coming together properly. It's not oiled. It's just like, oh my goodness. The King's Family Distillery, this blended whiskey is actually like so well put together and so well, it's cohesive. It's delicious. I love that. That's the steal. I bet it doesn't hold a candle to Wadeland Ranch. If anybody can give me a bottle of Wadeland Ranch, I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. If they still make whiskey, I don't know if they do or not. I do remember going to their website back in 2019 and it was like, this website is a virus or something. Six-year bourbon blended with 10-year light whiskey. Wow. That's just like, and I know like, when you're blending that kind of stuff, it takes a while for it all to come together. It's not just like bloop, 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 and then it's good. It's like you have to find the right barrels and then the right ratio. And then when it comes together, you're super happy. And then you hope it stays together. The fact that those three mash bills came together, stayed together the way that they did, that's super, super impressive. I like that a lot. And I'm kind of a snob nowadays. I'm kind of a snob. More and more. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's just go up in price. This one is King's Family Distillery, Tennessee, blended whiskey, 99 1 MGP bourbon, 12%, 51% rye. No, damn it. Listen. This is the 118 proof one. It says 118 proof right on it. 99 1 MGP bourbon, 12% 51 rye, plus 2% light whiskey, 118 proof, $69.99. If the first one I tasted is actually 80 proof, which it felt like more on the palate than 118, that's for sure. That is even more impressive because it maintained that oiliness and that mouth coating, that mouth feel with such a lower proof. Let's see. I was a graphic designer. From a visual communication standpoint, I can see what they're trying to do. They were going for readability, but they lost some of what made the bar sound. And like, I see that for sure. Like, I understand that. I see. I mean, it's obvious that they're trying to make sure that it's legible from like across the room. I don't know. It's just, it just doesn't look right. I don't know. And I have a very weird brain in general, and it just didn't. It didn't sing to me, that's for sure. But they have their own in-house everything, and they can redesign stuff every day. So I'm not too hung up about it. I'm sure that if they get enough feedback in whatever direction, they'll either say you guys are wrong and we're going with it, or they'll change it. But I don't think that they sent it to me for me to kiss their ass. I just think that it looks cheaper, and maybe it is cheaper without the etching on the back. It probably is cheaper. And with the whiskey sales the way they're going, maybe they needed to cut a few bucks and stop etching the back and just update the front. I don't know. Okay, this is supposed to be the 118 proof version of what I just tried. The nose is much more potent. I'm getting a much stronger nose on this than the last one. And I feel like it is maybe darker, maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe Travis did send me 2 of the same samples, but based off the nose, I think this has a much more aggressive nose. But super similar in like Cracker Jacks. Yeah, the other one was much more subtle, I feel. Yeah. That's much bigger. Travis, get your shit together. Like you did when you sent me these. You had your shit together, and then you lost it somewhere along the way. I know it's been a while, so I don't blame you. But that is. I'm going to taste it again in a second. See if I'm wrong, or did I give you 2 of the same? I'm a dumbass. You're not a dumbass, Travis. Don't put yourself down. I put myself down around here, okay? We can't have room for 2 people putting themselves down. Unless Cameron came on the stream, then we could put ourselves down, and then I can put him down too. Don't they test market the design? Probably not. They lost the sophisticated look. Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Ow, my knee keeps blowing up. Oh my gosh. My shit's falling apart. Oh boy. I don't know. Enough of that. Bet Travis designs Kobe coming in hot. Cheers, Bad Axe Bourbon. It's so Kirkland looking, it's annoying. Is that what it is? Is it Kirkland? Yeah. Oh my gosh, is that what that is? Kirkland? Kirkland whiskey. By that, do you just mean generic looking? It does have a generic look to it, but everybody redesigns stuff from time to time. Like Maker's Mark Cask Strength has gone through several different looks. Everyone does it, It's just a matter of what works, what doesn't. Barstow Bourbon Company has always been fancy to me, even though their prices on most of their things haven't shouted fancy. Everything about it was elegant, fancy, and like just kind of upscale. Kind of had a feel to it, just like just kind of there's a beauty to it, and that sort of lost it. That's all. Okay, now I'm done bitching about it. Buttered, like movie theater butter. It's a solid note. Both of those expressions are really, really nice. The higher proof version, I mean, the other one was much lower proof. It had to be. When I tasted it, I knew it was. So anyway, the second one I tasted, the 118 proof version, has a much longer finish. It's much bigger. A lot of the same characteristics. There is kind of a flash on the back end that is a little bit hot, but at the same time, it's what, $670. That's a hell of a blend. That's really good. I like that a lot. I think that the lower proof one was more surprising to me, that it was so like oily and creamy and so sweet and delicate and nice for being what it was. The higher proof version's still awesome. And that's weird for me. Normally like higher proof things a lot more. And although I like the higher proof version of this blended whiskey a lot, there's something about a low proof expression of something that tastes and feels so good. There's something about it that makes me happy. And I've explored a lot of lower proof bourbons and lower proof whiskeys that some other channels don't, just because I don't know if it's something that they don't enjoy or if their viewers don't enjoy. But I'm going to have some King's friggin' family bottles just hanging around here because they belong in some flights, some blind flights. I'd love to put the lower proof offering in a blind flight with some of my favorite lower proof offering bourbons and whiskeys. Well, see, Travis, damn it, Travis, you knew what you were doing the whole time. Oh man, everyone just beating on Travis. I love it. Now, oh yeah, they make two of them. Travis just sent me pictures. The purple label looks like friggin' Mardi Gras, like that. Tennessee Standard. Nice. Oh, you can get a shop.kingsfamilydistillery.com. Nice. I am going to visit that website. Probably Travis made that cork. Oh my gosh. Listen. Travis and Bunch should get together and just screw things up all day, every day. I want to send more samples from the distillery. I'm all ears. Damn it, this is Travis. I'm trying to live stream here. Okay. Mark says, sorry, go blue. Well, that's fine. This is what I don't understand. As a sports fan, I guess I get it. Like, there are rivalries and stuff, but sometimes, America, you like root against a team just because you like a team. I don't care. It's never really been that way. Any sports team I've liked, I've never really, you know what? That's not entirely true. And it's only because of one person. When I like watched a lot of basketball, NBA basketball anyway, when I was a big Lakers fan. See, where I grew up in Upper Michigan, like the UP on the shores of Lake Superior, we didn't have any Division I college basketball teams. The closest thing we had to a professional sports team was nowhere near that. And it was college hockey. The NMU Wildcats college hockey team, like they're great, but they weren't even, it's not a Division I school. The nearest professional sports to us, if we were looking at football, there was 3 professional football teams that were closer to us physically than the Michigan team. The Chicago Bears, the Vikings, and the Packers were all like a closer drive than if you were to drive to Detroit to watch the Lions play. So it's like, I watched different teams as I grew up. I didn't have like a local team. So when I was a Lakers fan, and when I watched Kobe play, friggin' GOAT, rest in peace, 6 years ago on what, Sunday was it? I hated the friggin' Celtics. And it was only because Paul Pierce. I really didn't like Paul Pierce. Something about that guy ruined a whole team. I don't know what the hell I did to those glasses when I washed them, but that's another one that's not good. The truth. Yeah. Shout out Rick Fox. Oh man, Rick Fox was a Laker. I think didn't Kobe Bryant and Rick Fox have problems because Rick Fox was hitting on Kobe's wife at some point? I know that Karl Malone had that issue too, but I don't know. What is this one? Okay, so this is the third one I'm trying. This is 9 Year the Derby Barrel. 99.1 proof, $99. 75 corn, 13 rye, 12 malted barley. On the nose, this is my least favorite so far. It is a bit sour on the nose. I'm trying to think of what the... Man, and I'm very sensitive to a lot of oak tannins. So things that are rebarreled or maybe in like a different, like maybe a different cooperage or something, I'm pretty sensitive to. But this seems to have like a slightly sour note on it that I'm not fond of. But that's just my honesty and I can't help it. I don't want to say that. But that's just a nose. Let's put it on the palate to see how it goes. What the hell? What the hell is that? It tastes like Fruit Loops. What on earth? That is so strange. I was not expecting that. It ramped up on itself and built into different fruit flavors. Like a Tropicana bird was like, I don't know. That was really good. But the strange thing is, it did this fruit thing, and then it stopped, and then landed on like a dough, like a weird, like a dough note. I gotta taste that again. A lot of times when this happens to me, the second sip doesn't do the same thing, even though I want it to really bad. Let's see if it does it again. That was unexpected. Because the nose isn't fruity at all to me. The bitterness, the sourness is sort of gone now. Maybe lingers a little bit. But the dough note that I got on the end of the finish is kind of on the nose now. There's a little bit of bird's nest, I call it. Like twigs and straw and stuff like that. Is that I'm not looking at chat, so I don't know if it's in there yet or not. Is that George Dickel that has not gone through the charcoal mellowing process? That's my guess. Because it has a lot of these like citrusy fruit notes, like orange and almost like lime. It literally tastes like Fruit Loops. But then when you get those flavors on Dickel products, the finish is the vitamin. And I don't get vitamin at all. What? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that out loud or not. Congratulations on not freezing to death, you Youper. Well, I'm in Colorado now, so yeah, I don't know. Ask for, no, my dishwasher's broke. I have to hand wash everything now. Paul was great. Please elaborate. I don't know. He was a whiner. I did not stab Paul Pierce. Carmel is a scumbag. Jeez. This is from like that low proof turkey at barrel strength. I've never tasted a turkey. So what is it? 99.99 proof? Is that what it was? 99.1 proof. So, oh, the Derby, that makes sense. Kentucky Derby, that makes sense. But it's weird, like when you find out what something is. No, still, it doesn't. That is way fruitier and way. That's a really, really special barrel. Oh, it has a mash bill right on here. Of course, it's not George Dickel. 75, 13, 12. Wow. Come on, Matt. Get your shit together. Obviously not Dickel with that mash bill, but whoever picked that barrel picked one hell of a barrel. That's really damn good. Franklin Family Distillery. So far, holy ball sacks. I am a fan. I'm a fan. I won't write you letters or like, I don't know, take my shirt off and have your distillery written on my flabby chesticles, but I'm a fan. I know what light whiskey tastes like. So I don't know if I want to. You know what? Bring it. Let's do it. Wait, unless is there more than this? There's that one we already did. Old Glory stuff. Bluegrass. Yeah, let's do this one. That's what we'll do. We'll finish. So we'll do the King's Family Distillery 155 proof 10-year American light whiskey. And then we have so many more streams in my life, hopefully. So let's do next week. Next week we can do Old Glory, because there's a whole bunch of those Old Glory samples. And then the following week we can do some Old Dominic, Bluegrass Reserve, and Roaming Man cask strength. So let's do that. Let's just do King's Family this week. I am not. Oh man! By the way, I got some news yesterday that broke my little porter heart. I'll tell you in a second. So 10-year, 155 proof American light whiskey. Yesterday, Jared from Barrel King sent me a text and said, we dumped the 3 barrels of so we got these 17-year American light whiskey barrels in sometime in 2024. And I immediately asked them to order some new charred oak barrels so that we can double oak some American light whiskey, because of how much I loved the old Carter American whiskey stuff, like hoping to be able to replicate something like that. Well, every time I visit there, taste it, and I'm like, I think this shit's ready. Like it's so good. They dumped the 3 barrels, which pretty sure I'll have to find out for sure, but I think that they filled them. But the yield on the 3 barrel blend was super low, and they've only been in there for maybe maximum a year and a half, but I think less than that, probably closer to like 14 months, 13 months, 15 months. I don't know. But anyway, super bummed, because I was really, really looking forward to releasing that, or at least like blending it with, but the yield on it was like 125 bottles per barrel. Just like, damn. So I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but it was it's so good. But there's only we can use it to blend with, but there's only so much you can do with a yield that low when you're looking forward to like releasing something that tastes like that, right? So whatever we have to do with it, it's like it's gonna have to be blended into something, or blended with more light whiskey and then rebarreled. I don't know, but I was friggin' saddened. I was saddened. Hurt my giganto heart. Whew, okay. Smells like light whiskey. Light whiskey is very vanilla. It's very, extreme vanilla. Vanilla extract to the max. But personally, and I've said this a billion times, but 1,000,000,001 won't hurt. The rock candy that used to get at a gourmet candy shop or a fair or something like that. I don't know how many people are actually familiar with rock candy, but some of it comes on a stick, and you can just get the rock candy. The purple rock candy, for some reason, comes through on the nose and palate of light whiskey to me like no other. It's basically crystallized sugar, right? It's basically just sugar. But yeah, it's rock candy and vanilla. At 155 proof, this is going to be a big, big palate pleaser. But the nose is really nice, especially for a 10-year. Sometimes the younger light whiskeys get overly brash and harsh and more ethanol than vanilla. But for a 10-year, this is super vanilla. Oh, totally fine. Wow. That is big. That is, wow. I love that. It's a big sip. It's still going. It's a long ride. I love that. Some people aren't fans of light whiskey because they lack complexity. They are sort of singular note, one-trick ponies. When you double barrel them or they get a little bit older, they start to develop a little bit of, like a little bit more nuance and a little bit more like they play a little bit more tricks. The younger stuff is more one note. Even like when they get to 14 years, 15 years, they just maintain this one note. Funny, I wouldn't peg this as a 10-year-old product. It tastes older than that. The vanilla is very heavy. The proof is super apparent, and it is, I mean, as far as the finish goes on a whiskey, it's a pleaser. It lingers, it lasts, it's there for a bit. It is there for a bit. Was 155 proof, 10 years, is that what it was? Yeah. For $75. That's crazy. That's a great, so from the samples I've tasted, the 4 samples, affordability, phenomenal. For the quality of pours that we're getting from King's Family Distillery, you're doing great shit over there. Travis, thank you for sending me these. I love trying stuff that's, the hard part about having a channel like this is you walk into a store and you see a bunch of labels that you've never seen before or never tried before, and you want to try everything. Like, you really want to, like, and the cool thing, like, one of my favorite things is trying something that I really love that nobody's like really talked about yet. I think that makes me feel good for some reason, where I'm like, oh my God, like that hogback, that rye, I was like, holy shit, this shit's fucking crazy good. Pardon my language. And then I ordered my bottle, and then like just getting emails and messages and stuff being like, can't get it anymore. It's like, but when I knew that when people got it for the price they paid, they were going to love it. That's awesome. The problem is you can't buy everything. You can't try everything. So when I get sent samples of stuff like this, that's actually really good, it makes me super happy. I'm like, shit, like this King's Family Distillery, killing it. Absolutely love it. The shitty thing is when you get sent samples of things that suck, which aren't good. And I had no idea how this was, I didn't know how this was going to go tonight. I didn't know that I was going to love this stuff. We've got Old Glory. I've tried the one single barrel from Old Glory in a previous stream that I really enjoyed. But like, we got friggin' a whole buttload of samples that Travis sent that I don't know how it's going to go. Scary. It's a bit scary, but and it kind of sucks. But the other thing is too, when I'm buying things, if I put out a video for like some random distillery in Colorado that something is just okay, I'm not going to lie about it. Like, the views on the video are going to be very low. Unless, of course, it's like phenomenal then I can clickbait it to not be clickbait, where it's like, shit, this shit's good, whatever, and then people click on it. But it's a weird game you have to play with buying stuff and not buying stuff. So when I get sent stuff like this, I'm like, shit, King's Family Distillery, I'm gonna be buying their stuff now because I know I love it. Unless, of course, I get something I don't love, and then I'll send Travis an email, and it'll be of a middle finger. And something else. I don't know. I'm way behind the chat. I'm sorry. Air dry. So that, I know, Paul. That's I haven't paper towel dried in a while, so I'm not sure why. Look up in chat. Oh, that's a while ago. Shit, that's 17 minutes ago. What am I doing? No dill, though. No dill. You have, my mom's having a hard time concentrating too. Hey, welcome to the club. Maybe it was genetic, and you're just catching on now. Lucky you. Carl will always be a scumbag. He ain't never gonna stop. Is that the Big Red Machine? Huh? Is that who you're? Oh man, I love it. I've been watching a little bit more Kill Tony lately too. But now I'm not. Today I stopped. I stopped consuming so much content in my ear. Hopefully my brain will heal. Go on to the Old Glory, do the 3-year. I'm not tonight, Travis. I'll do it on a different stream. I can't consume. I want to taste those together too. It'd be good to taste them together. Thrasher's here? Freaking Thrasher's here. Oh my gosh, why didn't anybody tell me? I'm sure everybody told me, but I just did not understand to read the chat because
it's Thrasher! Don't touch penis. It's Thrasher!
Yeah, it's Thrasher. Sorry. That was very loud. Well, that was so loud. Man, I'm falling apart here. I need to get my shit together. Does that mean the barrel had a leak? There were 3 barrels. I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened with the. I don't know if maybe they didn't fill them all the way when they dumped them. Maybe they left some headspace. I'm not sure, but it's a bummer. This was the Grease's birthday pour at the Southern Whiskey Society. He had an easy 5 ounces of it. Oh, the light whiskey? Yeah, 5 ounces would make him pretty greasy. I like that. Of course, I do like light whiskey, so. But that's a big one. 155 proof. That's a big one. That is real big. Smart note with the rock candy. I've been saying that for years. I feel cheap for saying it still. But it is, there's a really strong caramel note too. Like a sugar daddy. Like one of the big caramels on a stick. I get that a lot. But it is really good. So I'm glad that we tried the shit, what the hell did I just do wrong? Oh my gosh. What the hell did I screw up? Oh, I tried a Franklin distillery in the middle of it. How did I screw that up? See, my brain is, I'm telling you, my brain is so bad. Why did I put that in the middle of these? The Franklin is the 9-year, the Derby barrel. That's not even in this. That's not even the King stuff. That's totally different. What am I doing? I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Well, I put something else in the middle of all that. That was my bad. Porter. I'll get with it eventually. January's been a rough month for me. I don't know why. I'm trying to fix it. But like, I came into January and I was like, January's our month. 2026 is our year. And then I spent the entire month having it not being my year at all. So I'm getting my shit together slowly here. We'll figure it out. We'll get everything. My word. Matt says his wife, you know what? That's fine. Matt Carter, you don't have to have so much complexity, but just enough, you know? One note at a time. Finish the stream with an Old Glory. It is genetic. It might be. I don't know. William Montgomery, the big red machine. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't even know why I try. My brain's so just scattered right now. First live stream. Love the channel. Cheers. Caleb, normally I'm so much better than this. I'm so much more on point, so much smarter, so much quicker and wittier, which is a lie. I'm usually pretty slow, but I usually have my shit together a little bit more, and by a little bit more I mean just a tiny bit. But sometimes a tiny bit means a lot when it's this bad. Stick with me, hang in there, tell your friends, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, or I'll come find you and kill you. Metaphorically. Because I love you, and I never do harm somebody I love. Is that ending new on Thrasher's intro? Yeah, because it is. That was after I did a live stream where I tasted my most disliked whiskeys, but I could only say positive things about them. And I had Thrasher in as a guest judge. So I tasted everything that I've given the worst reviews to, and I had to say only positive things. And if I said anything negative, I had to eat a chicken wing that had the bomb hot sauce on it. And Thrasher's advice at the end of the night was, don't touch your penis. So Caleb, I tried some King's Family stuff. I threw in a friggin' Franklin in the middle of it. But since I was told to try an Old Glory to finish out the night, that's what I'll do. I'll taste one Old Glory, then I'll call it an evening. My wife has been away for a week travel nursing, and she hasn't been home. And I owe her an entire body rub with oil, a foot rub with lotion, and she owes me a nice solid no. And I'm not going to bed till I get it. So anyway, I'll finish the night with Old Glory. And all God's children singing Old Glory, Old Glory, whiskey, 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 whiskey. Well, so I have 2, 4, 5 similar samples of Old Glory from Travis. And then I have this one, which is an off, not something, it doesn't look, it's on the same bottle. 5-year pot stilled, 120.76 proof, 73 corn, 19 rye, 8 malted barley. Love the bomb hot sauce as much as I love them, Lord. Yeah, it's not good. We know the Jim Gaffigan of Whiskey Wouldn't Harm a New Fan. Oh man, the Vanilla Gorilla. That's right. That is William Montgomery. The Memphis Strangler. That's also him. Yep. Oh boy. Anybody have a score on the Michigan State-Michigan game that I don't want to hear? It's Tom Izzo's birthday today too, which is a bummer since they were losing so bad at the half. Hopefully they made a run. I doubt it. Considering. That was good advice, Thrasher. It was very good advice. Do you want to know if I listened to your advice? I did. I definitely listened to it. Whiskey Nook says, go blue. Is Izzo 100 yet? No. But those Finlanders live forever. Tom Izzo will still be driving an Oldsmobile when he's 107 and telling stories about everything. $83 to $71. Yeah, it's a bummer. What the heck are those oranges called? A mandarin? I don't remember. There are these mandarin oranges that we get that are like, they're like big, like they got like a growth on them. And they're really good. But we picked some up today at the grocery store, and Charlie, my 8-year-old, she's like, what did she say? Crap, I completely forgot what she said. She's like, this one's got a, I don't remember. She's calling it like fungus whiskey and stuff, or fungus oranges and stuff. I don't know. It's really cute and funny. She's very, very hilarious and smart. Okay, this Old Glory stuff smells really good too. Is this pot stilled? What did I do with it? I have sample bottles everywhere. I'm a disaster. I'm so sorry. Old Glory Tennessee Bourbon Single Barrel 5-year pot. This is 5-year. Okay. So Travis is proud of his local Tennessee distillers for a good reason. Would I say 5 years based on the nose? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. It's very pixie stick. Yeah. That's a hell of a note. That's a pixie stick in a glass. If pixie sticks were like 60% alcohol. Oh wait, there's something else there. There is. Oh, what the heck just happened? It's like my other nostril opened up. Seemingly a little farminess. Like a little youthfulness on there. Like youth, like soil. Like fertilized soil. I used to live across the street across the highway. Roughly like, I don't know, 50 yards from the Michigan State University, like what this is called, like, shit. This is why I don't start sentences I don't know how to finish, because I forgot the name of it. Like a development. They had a bunch of cows that they milked. A ton of cows that they milked. And the smell of cow manure is sweet and farmy, and it blew in our direction. And this isn't quite there as far as like sourness, because it is sour, but it's like leaning in that direction for it's like a farmy smell. It's like pixie sticks and long distance, long range farm. Experiment station, that's what it was. Michigan, it's like the experiment station, like extension office or something. But I don't find that to, like, sometimes I smell something like that and it's bad. This smells close to that, but in it's like kind of a funky way. Wow. It's weird that my nose took that long to like actually smell that. Because it was all sweet sugar at first, like the pixie stick, and then it hit me like, oh shit, there's way more there. A little bit of a root beer barrel. Like a vinegar-based barbecue sauce. Interesting. Down the hatch. extremely long finish. Huh. I don't know what to think about this. It's before I like go into notes or like flavors I'm tasting, I'm always like thinking about the mouthfeel and just like the tasting experience first. And have you ever put a 9-volt battery on your tongue? When you were a kid, or when you were dared, or when you were an adult and you were dared, or just because no one was looking and you kind of like the way it feels. It kind of left that feeling on my tongue of like the 9-volt battery, like completing the circuit there. But not in a bad way, just like in a strange way I've never felt. There's a little Tootsie Roll up front. Then that sort of fades and fades off. I'm not getting the 9-volt battery anymore. That's long gone. But actually, you know what? It does like Tootsie Roll up front, and then it kind of like runs down the side of your palate and fades off. But like I'm weird, I understand. But like as it stops here, it like jumps to the tongue. And then like that's where you get that fizzy feeling on the tongue a little bit. The finish on there is like pretty wild. And it's that of like a faded, sharp Tootsie Roll. I like that too. Based off the nose, I wouldn't think that would like that. I don't think that that's what I expected it to taste like. Based off the nose, I felt like it was going to be young. I felt like I was going to get a bunch of craft notes, like a bunch of like youthful grains and some like grassiness. But I didn't get that at all on the palate. Instead, it was chocolate and almost like a carbonation, but like an electrified Tootsie Roll is what I would call that. It's good. Crazy. I tasted 1, 2, 3, like 5 or 6 different Tennessee whiskeys that I've never tried before tonight, and I liked them all. All of them better than the 10-year Yellowstone blend, the anniversary blend, which kind of sucks. Since I paid for that and I was expecting to like it. Because how can you have a 10-year-old 10-year-old Indiana, Kentucky blend that's bad? It happened. So very, very impressed with the Tennessee whiskeys I've tried so far. We still have 5 Old Glories left to taste through on the next live stream. An Old Dominick cask strength bourbon, a Roaming Man cask strength blend, an Old Dominick bonded Tennessee whiskey, and a Bluegrass Reserve Elkwood Reserve 9-year. Finished with French oak staves. Wonder if I'll like that. I doubt it. I doubt I'll like that one. French oak is funny. You never know. You just never know. We used to tase ourselves. Man, oh man. We used to, like, sometimes I wonder if part of my brain problems didn't come from skiing as a kid and like landing on my head without a helmet and trying to make my friends laugh by slipping on water in grocery stores. Like, oh, there's a wet floor sign in Walmart. Let me see how hard I can take a tumble and see how hard I can make them laugh. And then when I made them laugh extremely hard one time, we're going to do it a dozen more times to see if I can get the same result. You're tasing each other. We didn't have anything. We didn't have any tasers. We had just a lot of ice and snow. Oh man, we used to, Mom, cover your ears. We used to like get on saucers, like when you were sledding, like the big round saucers with like the handles on it. and then tie a rope to the back of a truck or a car or whatever and just fly down back roads and just shoo, shoo, shoo. And it was so much fun. And then eventually you'd crash. And I'm sure that we hit our heads more than once. But it makes me wonder today, at 41 years of age, he's 41 years of age, how much of that has had an effect on Portsky's old brain? Just never know. Just never know. That's our Tennessee bourbon. I want to send you some of our weeded Tennessee whiskey. 73 corn, 19 wheat, 8 malted barley. I would love that. Truth be told, and major, like, ahead of time saying this, normally not a fan of weeded bourbon. Normally not a fan. I have been surprised before. I have liked some things before. The Maker's Mark cask strength, the new one, which is like a little over 7 years old, I really like. Some of the Rebel 10-year stuff I really like. Young weeded bourbon, typically not a fan of, but I'm happy to try it. And if you want me to try it off stream first, I can do that too. The only reason I'm trying these on stream blindly is because Travis sent them to me, and I feel obligated because he sent me so much stuff, and he's such a great guy. I freaking love Travis. And unfortunately, if Travis sent me something that I don't like and I try it live, then everybody has to suffer the consequences, which nobody really cares. Everybody tastes things they like differently. And there are a lot of weeded bourbon fans out there. I'm typically not one of them. There are a lot of double oaked fans out there, toasted oak fans out there that just love the secondary finish of a double oaked or a toasted oaked bourbon. And I'm usually 95% not a fan of those. But I get sent those, and then I try not to try them without trying them. You know what I mean? But if Travis sends them, I'm going to try them, and then you can blame Travis. After that, let them know, man. I'm not either. People say it doesn't taste like wheat. I think it's a rye. That's okay. So, Matt, that's funny. So I think that is, how do I put it? I do that a lot. I do it so often that it's almost embarrassing considering this is what I do for a living, but sometimes I taste something blind, and it tastes so much different than a standard like rye bourbon, like a standard bourbon. It just tastes so different that my brain goes to a rye whiskey. Or sometimes my brain goes to a weeded bourbon, and then when I reveal what it is, it's the opposite. It's like, oh, I think this is a weeded bourbon. It's like, no, it's a rye. Or I think this is a rye and it's a weeded bourbon. I think it's just like the way that the brain is like, it realizes it's different, but without putting in the extra work, it doesn't know why. So, it could go either way for me. I could taste it and think that it tastes like a rye, or I could taste it and think it tastes different. You know, who knows? But I'm so excited to try it. Based off of things I've tried tonight, I'd love to try more because so pleasantly surprised with everything. So good. We used to grab on the bumper of a car or truck, skitching on snowy streets. Oh, like with your shoes? That's fun. Oh no, my mom's gonna beat my butt. I could tell you a lot of other stories that would make you beat other people's butts, but just kids are kids. And when you grow up and you know what you did as a kid, I won't let my kids do shit. Sorry, but not sorry. They're not doing anything, ever. My kids are staying home. They're staying home locked inside with no internet. No internet until they're like 26. Then they can do whatever they want, but carefully. No, that's not Eric. Eric was a good kid. Eric's a good kid. Not typically a fan of weedy bourbon, but I love what Old Glory's doing. That's awesome. I like that. So some MGP bourbon, like weedy bourbons, are good. It's just like, it just depends. A lot of them get kind of grassy and funky. That's all I'm saying. All right, I'm gonna call it a night. I need to go warm up some massage oil and just rub it into my wife's body, and just then get out the old rubber feet, and then need to bring her up an orange first of all, one of those mandarins I was talking about earlier, and then I am going to probably go to bed, and that's it. So it's gonna be an awesome evening. I love you guys so much. More videos in February, I promise. I picked a 10-year, 137 proof Bardstown Nashville Barrel Company barrel that will be dropping to Patreon sooner than later, probably. I don't have a price on the barrel yet, but it's 10 years, 137 proof, really damn good. They sent me some phenomenal barrels to try, and it's going to be a good one. So that's going to be dropping to Patreon. If you're interested, become a patron. If you want to support the channel, become a patron. If you love me, become a patron. If you love America, become a patron. If you love your wife or children or breathing, then become a patron. It all helps. That's the joke. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you next Friday live, but I'll see you probably 2 to 3 more times before then in videos. So thank you all so much. Thank you, Travis, for sending these samples. We have a bunch more to get to, but tonight was fun and surprising. Great brig and pours. And Travis, high five. You freaking rocked it. I'm out of here. Mom, love you bunches. 182 proof barrel aged gin. What the hell is even that? No clue. See you guys later. I'm out of here. Good night. Have an awesome weekend. If you have a bunch of snow in your area, stay warm. And never, ever tie a rope to the back of a vehicle and ride on a sled behind it, because it's just a terrible idea.